Guten Tag, wertes Pack. Heute haben wir ein ganz besonderes Interview für euch, vor allem für alle Trommler und Schlagzeug-Nerds. Kollege Halling hat mit dem allmächtigen George Kollias von Nile gesprochen. Ja. Der ein oder andere tituliert ihn ja als ein der extrem Metal-Schlagzeuggötter überhaupt. Und ja, die beiden haben natürlich über das Schlagzeugspielen, über Studioarbeit, aber auch über Motocross gesprochen. Was es damit auf sich hat, werdet ihr jetzt erfahren. Viel Spaß dabei.
Metal Hammer, Weekly Warfare.
So, this is our friend George Kollias of the mighty Nile, the beast, the drum machine.
Thank you very much.
How are you?
Doing great, a little bit cold and sleepless.
Because you traveled all the way here, hours and hours.
Yeah, we have pretty tight schedule, so we had to travel like by car for like 6 hours about, you know. And yeah, it is what it is, man. And I'm very happy to be here and ready to play.
I hope so. I hope it will be a blast because people seem to enjoy your music. I saw you here a few years ago and it was pretty cool, so I'm looking forward to this. The next question will be, do you like festivals like that, or is it like a normal working day whatsoever?
No, I think to me actually festivals are way easier than a tour. Usually like shorter days, you know, so you don't go away from home and from your family, you know, for longer periods. Plus we meet all our friends, you know, more fans, you know. I think it's great, man. I love them every summer, and it's something I'm always waiting for, you know, the European festival, the best.
Okay, good. So, do you still live? You're from Greece.
Yeah.
Do you still live there?
Yes.
Or,
Yeah.
So how often do you practice with Nile? That might get a little complicated, isn't it?
It is, but you know, the way we practice is very, very weird. But the results are amazing. So here's what we do. I record drum tracks of all the past songs. Okay. So the other three guys, Carl, Brian, and Brad, will go to the practice room and play with my drum tracks. Okay. So it's like a normal rehearsal, but with no drummer. And I'm in my studio in Athens, you know, playing with guitar tracks. So it's kind of like a self-practice, you know, but there is no other way, man. It's too many hours, very expensive to practice, you know, more often. But the results are amazing, you know, no problem. Sometimes we meet, we haven't played a show for like 4 or 6 months, you know, and it's like we've been together the previous week or something. It works.
Okay, and I mean, you do a lot of clinics and DVD stuff and so on and so forth. Seems like you drum all the time, but actually, how many, let's say, hours or how many times do you practice? A week, a day, or whatever?
The past 3 months, maybe a week.
A little bit lazy?
No. What happened is I just finished building my new studio.
Okay.
So, man, I was spending like 12, 15 hours a day with the constructors to make sure everything is, you know. But usually, and especially now, because my new studio is in my home, you know, I think it's going to be like about 8 hours a day.
What?
8 hours a day. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Usually it's like three hours a day playing drums, but and the rest, you know, do some mixing and play guitar and all this stuff. But now I'm gonna go nuts. Like I was waiting for this for many years, so
okay, good.
I'm ready.
So I guess you don't have another 9-to-5 job whatsoever. You live for the drumming, I guess.
Yeah. I do many things, but it's all drum related. You know, like clinics, DVDs, drum books, some sessions for other bands. You know, but the main focus always was Nile, and will always be Nile.
But you have a solo project. I watched all the videos.
Yeah.
I'm not a drummer myself,
Yeah.
but I enjoy watching drum videos, and I watched. And you played all the instruments on it.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. Thank you very much. This is actually a fun project. My guitar playing is not on the Nile level, you know. So I wrote some songs, and they were just sitting there. So I'm like, okay, maybe, you know, do a release or something, and people seem to enjoy it. But again, the focus is Nile. This is a side thing.
Yep.
And it's something that relaxes me, you know, just writing music and creating something, that's all.
Okay. If you had the choice of doing a project with any kind of musician, I don't know, I don't care which genre, if it's metal related or not, choose maybe 2 musicians you would like to work with.
2 musicians.
Dead or alive, I don't care.
Yeah, Chuck Schuldiner, number 1. That's number 1. There are so many, man. I would say Chuck will be always my first choice. I really miss his music. Everybody's missing him. And he was a drummer here, you know, and probably responsible for like 50% of what I am now, you know. So he doesn't know, of course. I mean, you know, we never met, you know. And then I wish, but yeah, Chuck will be the first guy, and maybe Metallica. Why not play a song from Metallica? You know, that'd be great.
I mean, obviously you are on a Lars Ulrich level for sure. So.
You know, I really like Lars Ulrich as a drummer, as a songwriter, and I started because of him. You know, so for me, in my heart, he always have a, you know, a great place. You know, again, never met those guys, but I grew up with Metallica, so that'll be great. A song from Metallica.
So maybe that is the first step here, a little audition video.
Yeah.
Hey, Metallica, if you see that.
I'm like,
George is waiting for your call.
Who the hell is this guy? Yeah. No.
Ah, this Kollias guy. Have you ever thought of, or did you actually take part in the Dream Theater auditions?
No. No, I never got any offer, and as far as I know, it was all like people who previously worked with Dream Theater, you know. But you know, for me, even if I get an offer, I will turn it down because I have a band. So I'm not interested to go and audition and prove something, you know. I mean,
So money is not the main factor. Let's say if Metallica calls, you would say yes, of course. But
yeah, that's a tough one. Like I said, for Dream Theater, is like I like the band a lot, but it's not. You know, I will never leave my band.
good to know. Yeah.
I gotta say though, everybody was great. I know pretty much all these drummers, and I think Mike Mancini is the perfect fit. Perfect.
Yeah, he's a beast, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannes Grossman, who I don't know who else. Derek Roddy was the guy.
Derek was the only extreme drummer there.
Yeah, exactly.
Great drummer, of course. One of my best friends. But Mike is like he also fitted the style, and you know, he was. When I first saw the names, I knew it was Mike. You know, he fits the band a lot. Yeah.
Do you have any? I mean, it seems there is no time left. But do you have any other hobbies than playing the drums, doing drum-related studio music, whatsoever stuff? Any sports or?
Oh, me?
Yeah. No.
Oh, you're talking about music projects or anything?
Hobbies. No. In general.
Hobbies. Motorcycles.
I knew it. I just had to ask.
Yeah, I race. Not race. Actually, I'm training a lot. I really enjoy it. You know, motor racing in general. You know, it's I think a big part of my life, and I'm in the riding school in Athens, Greece. I got the best trainers, and I really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. Yeah, and thankfully, you know, no problems.
Yeah, still alive. But isn't it? It's not too good for your knees and ankles, isn't it? Okay, you're not doing motocross.
Not motocross. I do off-road, but mostly I do supermoto and super sport. And yeah, it's a lot of hard work. I mean, you will not imagine if you don't go there and actually push your limits. You know, you will never imagine. You'll be getting so sweat and everything hurts. You know, but I don't know, man. I think I'm cursed. Like everything I like, it's dangerous and takes a lot of hard work, like drumming and motorcycles. Yeah. I enjoy it though.
But you're still on top of your game, so that's pretty okay so far, let's say.
I'm very lucky to play with great musicians and train with some of the best motorcycle trainers. So yeah, I had this luck. So
okay. Can we expect any new Nile music tunes soon?
Yeah, we got 3 songs ready. And right after this festival run, we go home August 29th and we start the real hard work for the new album. And this time we're going to push it harder. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, I'm telling you. Yeah.
Like, even crazier than before, okay?
No, I think all the previous stuff we did, we'll try to really like raise the bar. Really, yeah.
I'm excited, so let's hear it. Any release date in mind? No, 2/18.
Oh, so sorry?
Any release date in mind 2018 or whatever, next year?
Definitely 2018. I think around March. I would say March to April. Yeah. But the actual recordings we shoot for January. So I think around January will be done.
And then I saw when I looked again at all your releases, there was a split CD with Weitere, I guess, one song each band.
Yeah.
Is that just a promo kind of thing, or do you don't have any contact with the band, or you talk to Weitere and say, man, take this song, we take that one? Is there any communication between the bands and so?
Yeah. Actually, about this EP, it was the label. It was Nuclear Blast, you know, but it was kind of like a promotion thing. It's a picture disc, you know. I got a copy as well. We're really good friends with Weitere, so I was really happy we did that.
And they're living next to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't wait to see them.
So what's the next stop? Where do you go tomorrow? Any brutal assault? No.
Tomorrow we fly to Romania to do Rockstad.
Okay.
And then we got 3 days off. I'm gonna take a little break from the band and go home for 3 days and return to fly to Munich, and we do Summer Breeze.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And then right after that we fly to South America for 5 shows. And then finally we end What Should Not Be on Earth touring cycle and focus on the new album.
Then good luck. Thanks for the interview, man. Very nice of you. And destroy the stage.
Nächste Woche melden wir uns natürlich wieder. Vielleicht auch wieder ein Interview. Mal schauen. Ihr wisst ja, wir haben so einiges auf dem Partisan gemacht, mit einigen Leuten gesprochen. Der Partisan-Film kommt auch noch. Ja, gut Ding braucht Weile, habe ich mir sagen lassen. Bis dahin nicht vergessen, Heavy Metal obsiegt.